Welcome to Rustic Roots Build! Join us to witness the incredible journey of a master craftsman building his dream tiny house deep within the forest. Watch how raw timber is transformed with passion and precision into a breathtaking, artistic woodland retreat. Square-form boxes for the pillars are constructed from small wood pieces and placed centrally into each dug hole. A thick and strong mixture of sand, gravel, and cement is then prepared and poured skillfully into those forms in an organized manner. The pillar has been fully completed by pouring concrete to create a solid foundation. Now the main wooden beams for the house are being installed on top of it. Initially, a fine iron wire mesh is spread over the floor frame to prevent insect and rodent infestation. Then, a waterproof house wrap paper is laid over the mesh to protect the cabin from ground moisture. The sub-beams or floor joists are being precisely installed at specific intervals over the main frame. Then small wooden blocks are placed between them to make the entire structure more rigid and durable. High-quality yellow insulation mats are being carefully spread in the gaps between the floor joists to maintain the indoor temperature of the cabin. Then, OSB boards are arranged in rows over the insulation and firmly secured with a drill to create a perfectly level and sturdy floor for the house. Each wooden wall frame is first constructed flat on the floor to precise measurements, with every joint firmly secured using nails. Then, the wall frames are carefully raised upright by hand onto the floor and checked for perfect alignment to maintain structural balance. Now they are building sturdy wooden frames for the exterior walls of the house. Then, the wall frames are carefully raised and positioned upright on the floor base. The roof rafters are being installed, and their balance and slope are being precisely checked with a leveler. Then each rafter is firmly nailed into place to build the strong and primary structure of the roof. High-quality insulation paper or membrane is being carefully laid over the roof rafters first to protect the house from the weather. Then, thin wooden slats are installed crosswise over the insulation to provide a solid base for holding the main roofing material. OSB boards are being laid in rows over the roof rafters and firmly secured with a drill to create the main surface of the roof. Then sealant foam is applied to the joints of the OSB boards to completely block out any air or water from entering. Metal flashing is installed at the roof edges, and a black waterproof membrane is carefully spread over the OSB boards for protection. Then, attractive red roof shingles or tiles are skillfully nailed over the membrane one by one to fully complete the main roofing construction. Special house wrap paper is being meticulously applied to the exterior walls for weather protection. Then, the wrap is carefully cut at the window sections to make them ready for frame installation. The exterior walls are being fully enclosed with long wooden planks to complete the cabin's outer structure. This provides a beautiful rustic appearance while ensuring the house remains well protected from the elements. Initially, holes are dug for the porch foundation, and the wooden posts are charred over fire to prevent rot and insect damage. Then, these treated posts are set into the holes and backfilled with soil to create a strong and stable foundation for the porch. A sturdy frame for the porch is being built with beams, and its balance is checked using a leveler. Then, planks are laid in an orderly fashion and secured with a drill to create the porch floor. Strong wooden pillars are being installed first for the porch roof, followed by the precise attachment of upper beams to form the structure. This roof will protect the entire porch from sun and rain and help give the house a complete and beautiful appearance. Wooden slats are being installed horizontally in rows over the porch roof structure to serve as a base for holding the main roof covering. Then, black corrugated roofing sheets are carefully placed over those slats to fully complete the roofing process. The glass window is being precisely fitted into the designated opening, and then the surrounding edges are neatly finished with smooth wooden planks for a professional look. Beautiful wooden finishing boards or trims are being installed on the porch roof edges to artistically complete the upper section. Then the sturdy stair frame and treads are precisely fitted to provide easy and safe access to the cabin's porch. Insulation mats are being carefully hand-pressed into the gaps of the interior wall frames. This will greatly help in soundproofing the house and maintaining a comfortable temperature year-round. A protective paper roll is being carefully applied over the insulation to secure the walls. This will play a vital role in increasing the house's durability and keeping the interior moisture-free. Wooden planks are being meticulously installed on the walls and ceiling to enhance interior beauty and regulate temperature. As a result, the cabin achieves an artistic and rustic look, making the living space cozy and tranquil. Wooden slats are being neatly arranged and nailed to a frame to first construct a sturdy and beautifully designed door for the house. Then, the completed door is carefully installed at the main entrance to make the cabin fully secure and ready for living. After carefully trimming the excess sealant foam, smooth wooden planks are being installed around the window for a beautiful interior finish. This artistic work protects the house from the weather while significantly enhancing its internal beauty and rustic charm. Curtains are being neatly hung using wooden holders and poles to beautifully furnish the cabin. This enhances the interior aesthetic while creating a wonderful rustic atmosphere. Rain gutters are being installed on the porch roof for drainage, and then a protective paint coating is applied to the exterior walls using a ladder. This setup protects the house from moisture while significantly enhancing its durability and aesthetic appeal. This dream tiny house now stands as a peaceful forest sanctuary, expertly handcrafted for a life of serenity and solitude. We hope this journey of patience inspires your own creative escapes. Thank you for watching Rustic Roots Build.